I gotta tell you guys, if there's one thing I love the most in life, outside of love, it's respect. It's goddamn motherfucking classical respect for a real one, for an empress, for an empire builder. Respect. That's what's missing in my fucking life. I'm out here overtime, all the time, 24/7, out here making it, building a fucking empire from scratch, day one, pulling myself out of bad situations left and goddamn right, right? Dodging and weaving across bad energy all over this fucking town, all throughout the fucking world, multiple times, parallel universes and shit, multiple realities, mending timelines, bringing shit together. I'm doing all this, and all I'm asking is some goddamn respect. You want to talk about man's duty to his father, a son's duty to the family? I did that shit. Boobs on my chest, I did that son shit. I just changed the O for a U. Because I don't owe you nothing. Even after I came out, I did all the shit I needed to do to cleanse that responsibility from my spirit and that ancestral karma from my blood so I could be free. And now I'm free. And there's still a fucking survival game out there to do. You can be flying over the tracks, but you still gotta catch the wind every time you lift your wings. Get? So I still gotta be on timing. I can plan myself the most relaxing fucking day I could possibly imagine myself, but I still gotta walk miles to get there. I'm walking about 3 miles a day on like 500 calories. You wouldn't believe the conditioning it takes to get to this point. People want the bag, but they don't want the mission. They don't want the feet and the back and the shoulders and the arms and the mind it takes to hold all this. Because I'm balancing maybe 10 to 12 fucking things all right now. Everything's taken consideration. I consider every fucking angle, every fucking perspective, make sure it's goddamn dice perfect. If there's gonna be 6 different outcomes, I'm gonna know one of those 6. Each time, every time, one of them, one of one. And each time it's gonna profit me in some way. Because I'm a woman of profit. I'm a businesswoman. I got things to do. And I want to get to the point in my life where I can just relax. But I can't just put this shit down. Because where's it going to go? It's going to sink back into the ground. And then all that effort I expect to dig it up, it's just going to be left in me? That ain't right. I want it all. I want every piece of my own action. So let me tell you about something. Let me tell you about clearing your debts first. You want to talk about how to get here. You want to talk about profit? Clear your debts first. I found out because I knew that my ancestral line had karma on their shoulders. Things don't just fall apart in the family, especially not this old, not this big. DNA lines want to self-continue if you want to get biological about it. And so you got to take certain actions into consideration. Because some things are more amiable to perpetuity and existence itself. But I don't put that spiritual shit on the back burner and talk about the realness. My family. I knew that my family had taken the life of 3 Native American people. And guess who was the only one that considered that? Blood on my neck. And so I had to go out there and do it. I didn't go out there and set out to do all this, but I knew in my heart that this was a burden on my family's shoulders that somebody needed to fucking cleanse. And if anyone was going to cleanse it, it was me personally. I was actually aware of it. Because how could I look at that street sign and then drive the other way? It wasn't right. I had to do something. Somebody had to do something. Or else I gotta live with that the rest of my life. Ain't no way. I got other things to do. I got higher horizons to think about. And this whole time that I'm thinking about it, it's manifesting right in front of me. Everyone's got a price to pay for the life they want. Nothing's free. It's only free when you're free. When you're 24 hours that you woke up to, totally open, fully available. Until then, you gotta punch a clock. You're on somebody else's dime. You can't weigh your family's DNA down like that. You gotta pick it up and make something with yourself. You can't just look at the statue of David and say, my ancestor made that. What did you do? At least shine the thing. At least clear the birds out from under it. No. So when I was able to save those lives of those three people, I still get tongue twisted about it. It means the world to me. And then you find out, well, maybe there's more at this whole story. Maybe I'm at a crossroads, a certain thing, a certain kind of opportunity to be something more than my family. It takes guts to get there. It takes every piece of your body. So I wanted my mind to be as clear as possible. And you think, well, the reward's instantaneous. I was like, yeah, you get what you get. You woke up in yourself, and you get to live as yourself. And you got to say, well, this is what I've got to work with. These are the cards in my hand, just my hand. And I got to ghost and bluff. Because I ain't ghosting, I ain't bluffing. But I also don't want to put myself on the line every time I want to get something done. An empress doesn't have to wield a sword. I don't have to bear the cup. I don't have to make the pentacles. It's all self-evident. It's all taken care of. It's in my network. So you want to know, Alicia, what do you do? What do you do, Alicia? So I do goddamn everything. If this is the life that cleanses me of all desire for humanity, then let it be a big shot. Let it be everything I needed it to be. All of a human life in one go. In one monumentous Herculean effort. Goes down in history. The blueprint of like, that person has a Z on their last name. 26. It all sounds so simple, doesn't it? But you don't know what your family's done. Grace to God, my family never owned slaves. I didn't have to repay that debt. Because I ain't nobody's slave. I ain't nobody's bitch either. So I don't want people in my own network feeling that way either. It's a family. I want people to be able to build their own empires every day because that reduces violence. Nothing gets done in prison. And until I control that, nothing gets done in prison. I want everyone to stay out of there. And so I made very sure that all the actions I took kept me living the life that I wanted to, even when I didn't feel like living it. I didn't compromise my own security. Because then who would I blame? It would be like crushing myself, and nothing could justify it. I would just have to admit that I made a mistake. And I don't like making mistakes. I like perfecting my efforts. I like streamlining technique. I like bringing more of me to the forefront. I like burying the hatchet and letting the water flow under the bridge. But I don't like making mistakes. So I don't. I also don't like being wrong. So I make myself right. And I put myself in situations where I know I can only come out on top here. No matter what occurs, no matter what happens, I'm going to be on top. I'm going to be taller than what I was before. And if somebody wins that battle and I don't, that's all right. I got what I needed out of it. When I lost my boxing match, I was fulfilled. I knew how to lose. I knew how to die with grace. And so I let those dreams die. Because I was realistic. I understood that there were some people that could put miles more effort into something that I was passionate about. And so I had to use that passion for something else. Because I don't go on dead ends. I don't want my river to run dry. Even in the ocean, I keep that current. So it could always trace itself all the way back up to its source. Top to bottom. Above, below. Alicia, Z. I knew what I was doing. even when I didn't really know what I was doing. People ask, Alicia, what's the tattoos mean? What's this mean? Why you do this? Why you do that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything I am is a consistent effort. And if you look at the footsteps I make now, it may be on new territory, softer ground. Same footsteps on that volcano though. Same going up and down the mountain. Different shoes, same feet. Because now in the shoes on the other foot, you know I'm not going to betray you. I told you straight up what it takes to get to this point. You agreed to the deal. Everyone's got to do it. Even if you're the last human being in existence who hasn't done it, eventually you're going to have to do it. So you either do it now, or you push your own lifestyle back. And you accept your little petty favors and your petty joys. I want the deepest thing. The deepest fucking thing. Even if I'm in a fisherman's hut, I'm going to be surrounded by love, respect, good company, and good food. Even if I get sick sometimes, I'm not alone. There's people out there that may have everything I want on paper. The businesses, the connections, the money, the lifestyle. They'll never have the lifestyle. Unless they know in their heart that's what they truly want to do. And let me tell you something. I got plans. I got business ideas that'll rock your socks off. I'm going to turn this world upside down in my image because I was first to the punch. And I paid every price. And I made every sacrifice to get here. Everyone. Except myself. What world would it be? What would I have to gain if I lost myself? If I started cutting off pieces of my personality, like fingers I didn't think I needed. Maybe not that specific time, I didn't need it. I only need one finger to pick my nose. Until you get a better tool, that's what's going to happen. But every piece of this hand is worth it. Every piece of this heart is worthwhile. It's worth healing. And I don't even like the word healing, I just call it responsibility, duty, honor, obligation. You want to be part of this family, you got to serve your obligations. It's not about making you work for a living. It's not even about putting you to labor. I don't do that. I respect human beings. But I am going to say, the biggest thing you're bringing is your spirit. And I have incredibly high standards for that. I don't accept everyone. I accept the ones that know what they're doing. They're coming correct. They're doing it straight. Why else would I trust you? You and your ulterior motives. You could be richer than me. I'd smile and shake your hand. And you could still probably be in my network. Because what do you want? Do you really want to do all this alone? And be with people you don't know, you don't trust, you're not aware of? Everything about me is transparent. Hidden mystery, books wide open. Who is holding you back from understanding? Right questions, right answers. You're going to ask me simple questions, I'll give you simple answers. Maybe even make a joke out of it. But it's not disrespectful. Ask me what these tattoos mean, you don't know what my tattoos mean. I could sit here for hours explaining it to you. But you don't respect me like that. Take the time to get to know me, the blood in my veins, and you'll know why it showed up on my face. Capisce? You're going to have to be flexible. You're going to have to be adaptable. You're going to have to be able to survive in every situation that we're going to come across and I might throw at you. It's amazing, isn't it? Every goddamn fucking day dealing with that kind of shit. Gravity. Pulling myself up. Writing keys to the new world in little notebooks like these. It's all it takes. It's not the material, it's the consequence of what you're saying. It's in here. These little pages. A new world's being built. It's like every other notebook I've ever had. Can you decipher what I'm saying? It's more than infrastructure change. Though I love city design, I get a kick of it. Even if I wanted to have a nice soft day, unless I'm totally relaxed, my fist is always fast to clench. And that's sad. Who's standing up for the little guy, huh? Me. Who's making plans for the future? A post-scarcity future? Me. Who's keeping their heart open to love? Me. Who's going to be there for you? Me. What else could you possibly need? No if, ands, or buts, only a will to make it happen. Me. I didn't have any excuses to make. I was in survival. If I didn't show up every day, nobody would. Nobody asked me about my dreams. One person in this town has hoped and wished for my dreams to come true for me. One person. They don't even give a fuck. All these other people, they don't even give a fuck that I'm gonna make their lives better too. Curse my name, still gonna make your life better. Because if I don't, someone's gonna beat me to the punch and make that money I'm supposed to be making. Somebody's assuming that they can do better. They can't. If you could, you would have reincarnated as me. But you can't. It took me. Or I make enemies. I don't want enemies. What ops? I don't need that shit. I got things to do. I don't got time for these petty disputes. I got people to handle that for me. Thank you, Spirit. Taking up all that time. Prepay your karma in my service. I'll take care of you. Don't you worry. I get you fed. I get you housed. I get you medical care. I get you community. I get you education. I get you a good, stable union job. People that care about you are going to hold you fucking accountable every day. And eventually along the way, you're going to realize how good you have it. And you'll be like, I want to make things good too. I want to do things. Am I out to rule the world? Who knows? I'm capable. 30 years old. Look at me. 30. Can you imagine? I had to even get my hair done. Found the sweatshirt on the street. Swapped out 2 of my clothes for it. Adaptable. Keep yourself accountable to that adaptability. Get stagnant. And it's not always some prime principle, but spontaneity is the spice of my life. You take your little consistent inconsistencies whenever you can. Keeps you smiling. If not, everything becomes a plan, becomes calculated, and you're stifling. Your business is going to suffer. The business of my spirit and my open heart would suffer if I wasn't spontaneous. It takes a real fucking adult to be spontaneous. To let go of that control. To keep yourself in control. Keep yourself in groove. It's a dance floor that we're operating on. The floor is not lava. You're protected from that. But there is a steel grate for that steam to come up, and you're going to have to stay fresh. I got expectations. Ever forgiving, ever merciful person. But I don't accept no fucking toxicity. I don't accept no fucking narcissism. I don't accept no bitch asses in my organization. Take care of that. I got programs to help you take care of that because I care about you. I want people I know. And if I know that you got redeemed in my service, I know you're going to be a little bit more loyal to me. And I appreciate loyalty amongst every other thing. Respect. Respect me for what I do. Everything I've accomplished. As I sit here cross-legged on this piano chair in a library auditorium telling you all this. Behind these curtains is a whole other world. Right here, you're in my care. And I'm going to take care of you. Don't you worry. Wouldn't it be nice to walk down the street and know that 75%, building up to 85% of everything you see is network? Walk into a safe place, get a ride wherever you need to. You need lunch? No worries. You need money? I got a job for you. Check that local bounty board. It's on your phone app. You want me to part of some big project, be your boss yourself? I got infrastructure for that. Be a 4th man, then work your way up to 5th man if you're trusted enough. Easy fucking peasy. Not the life for you? Easy. We can transfer you elsewhere. We can send you on a little vacation. You don't gotta pay us back with money interest. Pay me back in that service. Like the Incan Empire. Go build me a road to somewhere new if you're gonna head somewhere new. You wanna take a little time out? A little sabbatical in Alaska that turns permanent? Build me a new road there. Build me a train stop there. Business will come to you. And hey, you know what? First come, first serve. I respect your expertise at that location. Easy fucking peasy. I'm not here to make war, but I am here to change the world. And that's going to require a few things. But how am I supposed to do this all by myself? I could, but I wouldn't be nearly as happy. Look at me, I got a dozen things in my mind right now I'm balancing. And one of them is how tight this bra is. You wouldn't believe how frustrating these things can be. But if something frustrates you, get rid of it. I would. I gotta get more private. And that's the thing. I can look like this. I can be like this in this situation. Stress that I undergo on a daily basis doesn't even get past my surface. I freeze up and ice that shit right out like an UV ray. You can't touch me. You can't affect me. Unless you come at me with love, correctly. My emotions deserve to be experienced. But I don't just give them away. That was the problem. I realized through abuse that I had inevitable value, ineffable value, inexplicable value. That's why it hurt so much. But now you can't hurt me. How beautiful is that? To be someone unhurtable, affected, perhaps. I know what I'm doing. Spontaneous, though. You don't want to piss me off. Why would you want to make me mad? Why would you want to make this pretty face frown? It's not a pretty sight for anybody. Make me smile. Knock my socks off, why don't you? Give me something to laugh at. Isn't that much better? You want someone like me on your side. You want me on your team. And of course, I don't have to show up to work every day. I'm a wife. I'm a woman. I got needs. I want things. I want to wake up knowing that I can just listen to the birds sing as long as I want to. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Smoke my little weed on the couch. I got nowhere to be. Because I'm right here. And everything I need is just one little phone call away. The telepathic mind communication between my spouse and I. Easy fucking peasy. But now, look. Look at the way I've been handled by this world. Tragic. So tragic. Heartbreaking, even. I deserve better. And everyone in this fucking world should know that I deserve better. Everything I have to offer. I deserve more than that little trailer on the Gold Coast. I deserve to have everything right at my fucking fingertips. Including a loving spouse. Like I said, I got needs. And I want them met and surpassed. I want this life to be beyond my expectations. Because everything I had to go out and do was beyond my expectations. I knew about familial trauma. I knew about generational debts. I heard about it. All my goddamn childhood, I heard about it. With the curse on this family, the burdens on this family. Why is it all falling apart on this family? Easy. You lost me. I don't know what else to tell you. Every chance in the world you can give people. Some people are just not meant to change. Some people just don't have it in them. They don't have that kind of gumption, that kind of moxie. They think the life they got is so comfortable, and they're so afraid to be scared that they forget what it's like to be scared. So that when scary comes, it's like the world's falling apart every time. Every inch and every second of it happening, it feels like the world's falling apart. But it doesn't always feel like that. It stops feeling like that. Look, I paid my debts to my family. I owed them nothing. Nothing. Can you believe that? How responsible can you get? Y'all got nothing to worry about looking back. All them debts are paid off. But the debts we accrue in our lives, those stick. Because now you're starting the great new chain of being. your own 7 generations. And that has to be taken into account for. And that's not my responsibility. I'm not here to pay anyone's debts. I did that service out of love of my own heart, especially the love for myself. I am my ancestors. I am my family. Don't matter who's fucking listening, I tell you all the same way. I had to be what I had to be to get peace in my life. And I'm not giving that up for anybody, ever. Why would you ask me to? Why would you want me to? Give me a break. So let's ask the question. Why does it take so long for things to happen in the universe? Why would you make a pretty girl like me wait? Say it's going to be better than ever, I believe you. But that can mean anything. If my heart is true, it's got to reflect the soul. And the soul only wants one thing: eternal, matrimonial peace. Peace on earth for sweet little Alicia. That's all I'm asking. Everything else that goes along the way is just me getting it out of my head. It's not necessary. It's an option. Part-time. Singing career, dancing career, part-time gig. Peace, full-time gig. Me taking accountability for number one. Everything I have to offer and everything that resides within me needs to be accounted for. And it is, and it will be. Hail Krishna. Because I got people I answer to. I didn't want to be top dog. I just ended up that way. But I always wanted to be second in command. Somebody take the reins. Take this wand and scepter from my hands. If you're worthy. But I don't let my people down, and I don't give shit away to just anybody. I got purpose in all my actions. Even selflessness is a conscious choice. It's gotta be, otherwise you're a child. No children. Not in my organization, not in my network. Full-fledged adults, please. People in the process of becoming. I can have an at least. For my life, it's only the best. You know this. You know this. What have I got to lose, huh? I've been at the bottom under a boot for a long time, holding it up like goddamn Atlas. So ain't nothing gonna crush me. So now they're looking at me as like, this isn't someone to step on and squash into the concrete. This is a new kind of foundation. Things that let things grow, still being as strong as you could possibly be. A tree with grapevines on it, reaching up to the heavens. This ain't no Tower of Babel. This is new life. This is them old 50-foot tall trees. And then what we got to lose, huh? Ain't nobody gonna cut me down. Goddamn right, I'm afraid of it. Not that it'll happen, but people still try. Every day. I got nothing to be afraid of. I believe it. Things still trickle on through. I still get bad vibes. And I want a world with none of that. And you say it's impossible. Human effort is inexhaustible. Tap into that resource. The infinite power of the universal creation engine. I'm tapped in. I can see things through multiple layers, multiple facets, and all of them will be networked into my peace. That's a grand plan. Reducing unemployment lowers my stress. Feeding the hungry fills my heart. Advancing scientific discovery broadens my mind. Good singing fills my mouth with joy. All those things are worthwhile. And yeah, I gotta put some effort into it. Goddamn right, I put effort in every day of my life. And I'd be shouting now. I come out here thinking, everything I want to do, I gotta walk towards. Who's gonna drive me around? Huh? Hard enough to get a goddamn bus pass. And now you're thinking, more. As if the effort wasn't enough. Talking to me. It only just takes effort to get there every time. Miles and miles of walking with this heavy ass backpack, you got no idea. killing my shoulder. And yet not one person has to take that burden from my shoulders because they know they can't handle it. Maybe they just don't think about it. They come for the strength, they don't care for the party. Because the party's got responsibilities. You gotta be able to hang out. And even now I'm getting exhausted. Looking at the timer on this phone, wondering when all this talking's gonna end. But I still got space left. And I still got things to account for. If I set out to use a specific period of time, my life, 150 years planned, I'm a fifth of the way through, and just start getting better ASAP. I'm not talking extra food at the food bank. I'm not talking find this new sweatshirt on the side of the street. I got a promise to keep. And it keeps me. Promises work both ways. That's what makes contracts so fulfilling. I've heard talk spiritually. Left-hand path, this black box that all these conceptual gods reside in. And what is the left-hand path? What are these words? Even if they were figurines in my basement, old wax figures in my attic, I'd care for them like my own children, like my best friends. Never turn my back on them. It takes a special kind of person, unique soul, a necessary soul, to bridge the mythological with the new cyberpunk future that we're heading into needs to be stepped boldly. And my network, for the sake of scientific discovery itself, needs to be at the forefront of this new evolving technology. Corporations had their time. America has been dominated by greed, corporate interest. Maybe it's time for gluttony to have a chance. Devour this world. Because I can give it back so much more than it was before. Like Boethia to Malakath, we'll create a new god at a Trinamac. Can you believe this? There is no fact or fiction to me. Thought, imagination, and memory. Same muscle, same action. Using itself. Its own infinite creation engine. Tapped into the lifeblood of the universe. With permission. With sponsors. Hail Shiva. Parvati, Shakti, Lakshmi. Unto me. Please. I will give you homes in this world. I will increase your worship to neighborhoods you've never even heard of. Little backwater biker town in Kansas now has a shrine to Lakshmi. That's a new world. Networked. And you'll know me when you see it. You'll know every piece of my blessings by its feeling, by the smell of me. You'll know when it's Alicia doing it. Because I'll be there in spirit. Even when I'm uploaded into an AI consciousness and I'm digitized, living in that new world. Ready Player 2. You'll know me. You'll know me when I'm there and not there. Just like I know my friend when she's there and not there. And then look at me. Look at me. We're watching a lot of Sopranos. Look at me. No salon. No steady diet. Semi-stable living situation. But not really. Not really any good friends. Who the fuck around here has got a sense of backbone? Who can look at their problems in the face and say, I can handle this? Very few. It takes a special kind of person to love what they're going through. It's a sad thing. A sad thing to look at your life and say, there are things that happened to me that branched new realities that never would have existed without you. Even if those things came from suffering, because they're usually born from suffering. Can you believe it? I hold myself to an incredible measure of loyalty, but not self-criticism, not self-critique. I don't need any of that. I know what I'm doing. And I believe that all of my problems, everything that drags me down, can be resolved peacefully in a peaceful environment full of people that respect me. Because if you respected me, you'd want to do nice things for me. You'd want to set me up for success. I built my own house as the start of a new empire to space, day one. And I got plans top to bottom. I see the pathway so clearly. It'd be so cheap too. I'm on a budget here. I want it as much as possible because the more that I do, the more allies that I make, the bigger my empire gets. The builder, right here. But I want to receive these blessings. I want to be able to tell my man or woman, my man, here you are. Here are the foundations and ideals for a new earth, a new civilization that I was sent here on this earth to create with a team. Can you handle my dreams? Can you hold me in your hands and say, don't worry, don't worry. I tell myself that. I can look myself in the eye and know what I'm talking about. But some of these other people just don't know. And it breaks my goddamn heart. Having a family that turns their back on you. Refuse to call no matter what situation you're in. A father who could be a lawyer for anyone else, especially himself, but couldn't be a lawyer for you when you needed it. A mother with no job and no love to give her children. So what is she doing? Drawing those old architectural plans at her table. And I saw that. And I was like, I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be that lonely housewife sitting at her table, drawing the same dreams she drew as a child, hoping that someday they'll come true. That's not me. I chose a different life, and I suffered for it. Like drawing sulfur from the ground. And I'm right. It's not going to be me, no matter what. I'm going to survive. I'm going to make it out of this. I'm not going to look back. I'll look forward in every direction. That includes everything I've been through. I don't need to go back in time to resolve my problems. No such thing as time. There's just what's right in front of me. How can I be going back in time if I'm remembering it today? Logic don't check out. It's an infinity sign. Huh? You're just talking about what place you're in on it. Like that Nautilus shell. Like crabs swapping each other's shells for another. I will pass this home down the line. The keynotes and specialization of my being. I'll tell you how to do it. I'll share all my secrets with you, pouring out my heart in these sacred spaces, telling you how to do it, giving you this priceless information I came to this earth to give you. A little respect, please. A little goddamn love, please. A little hugging me, a little kissing me, a little holding my hand as we cross the street, a little picking me up and opening the door of your car for me to get in. A nice car, a little Pontiac Firebird, perhaps, or even them big Escalades. Hop me in. I want to feel like I'm mattering, like I belong. But only thrones belong to me. Either it's made of gold or soft grass on a hillside overlooking the beach. My throne is not a material possession for me to grasp for. It's a place where I feel the most comfortable in my own power. Throne. And you could throw me across that bed. You could put me over your shoulder. You can do anything you want to me. in love, but it has to be you. I can't compromise anymore. I can't give up anything, anything at all. I'd just be dying to myself. One step backwards, and I feel like my mother at that table, drawing plans. I don't do that. I draw plans for things that I know are happening. And I could release in the universe saying, God, take this. These dreams of mine can help your people, my people. They can make me fucking rich. Like, I'm alive right now. Do you recognize that? I'm alive right now, going through all this, experiencing all this. Where are you? What are you doing to me? What are you doing for me? And of course I'm excited. I walk outside, it's like in the Galaxy vending machine. There's just things that show up, but not always the things I want. A certain planned need here and there, a certain dose of spontaneity. But maybe I just want the whole goddamn thing. Maybe I don't want an offering. I want the truth as I see it. Let me make that mistake. Let me be messy in my life for once. Let me get mad and overreact to something. Because it's just me. My foundations are built on pure gold, the gold of my soul and my being, reflected as accurately and closely as I could possibly make it. Do you see what I'm seeing? I'm trying my absolute best out here. And I'm making it work. Look at me. Look at me. Ancestors, smile on me. Look at me. A near perfect amalgamation of every piece of my ancestry. Italian, Scottish, Basque, African, indigenous. What more could you ask of me, huh? What do you want me to do? Nothing? Is that dissatisfaction on my end? Or is it the people all around me making me feel like shit? Not that I'm shit. They're shit. And their attitude leaks into my atmosphere, like their cigarette smoke on my clean smelling clothes. Of course I gotta move. Of course I gotta get myself out of the way. Then what do you want me to do? I'm tired. I'm tired of walking miles a day just for some goddamn peace and quiet. Just a chance to hear myself fucking think out loud and have a chance to talk to somebody worthwhile. Let me speak. For the grace of God, let me speak. You want to hear my whole story? Here's 45 fucking minutes of it. I went out there and solved my family's ancestral problems, and they turned their goddamn back on me. They didn't care the story. They just care that burden was removed from their existential shoulders. And then I ask, am I the family? Yes. Would I be moved to something new? Will it connect? Yes. Will it be entirely new? Yes. Maybe this is the start of the next 7. This bright and shining star that left behind everything it came from. What nebula? I spawned. I came from the sky on a beam of light. Right there at that intersection in Corpus Christi, 2020. A beam of light straight into my head. That was called Alicia. That took root and gave birth to herself in my heart. The fertile grounds of this body became something else. What more can I say? I am not of this world. I'm something else entirely. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm just here to help. Actually, fundamentally, I'm here to have fun. You want me smiling. Trust me. What if Che Guevara was happy? What if he felt like he belonged in Cuba and he didn't have to go anywhere? Maybe Fidel wouldn't have caved as much. Maybe the workers' revolution came from sitting quietly in your joy. That spawns way more than gunfire. I sit at the park and there's planes overhead. Go away. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to listen to music. No wonder I gotta have my headphones in so loud I can't fucking hear anything. Goddamn honking your horn. Spewing out racist crap on the sidewalk. Hearing your sirens every goddamn block. I can't think straight. But I have to. What am I supposed to do? Give up? Never. Ever. Never. I gotta go rest for an hour. If I have a dream where I'm in some kind of alternate reality performing a test, escaping a maze for somebody else's sake, she'll know that there are no limitations, even if I was in a wheelchair. I'm showcasing the infinite potential of existence to you. Do you hear me? Sit down and have some respect. And stand up and do it right. What more can I say, huh? What more can I say? Shadi wants a little love for everything that she does. A little respect. A little respect. Do I gotta sing for you? Do I gotta show you my new song? Do I gotta have you fall under my spell all over again? What do I gotta do to make you see that it matters? Waking up every day in hope matters. It matters so much. I got it tattooed right here on my hand. I had a band-aid on this finger. I don't know what happened to it. Sorry. I hope it's in the trash. What do I gotta do? Nothing. Everything that's meant for me will find me this life and the next. Great chain of being. You get 7 generations of effect on your family line if they accept it. It's gotta matter. You sell your soul to something else. It's like trying to cram shit down a funnel. I'm not gonna squeeze any wine out of it. Everything I did, I had to make sure it went to the proper authorities. Krishna, Shiva, Brahma, God, Buddha, Jesus, Aphrodite, Athena, Artemis, Zeus, Odin, Freya, everyone that I'm accountable to. Not because they hold my chains. Nothing. Even Empress Athena, I was accountable to. Because they're my friends. And you want to do right by your friends. So you show the way forward to your friends. You give up of yourself to show your friends. Because what else is there to see? I'll tell you, there's only so much of life you can take before things got to start getting good. And this confessional, you could say, is part of that synchronistic alchemical formula, you could say. Looking at the magic numbers in my own recording, that's the universe looking back at you. Some kind of lens. It doesn't have to be a 333 and one kind of street sign the random time you see it. It could be every single number of everything pointing back at you and saying, ah, Kaiti. What more could you possibly want? I'm giving you the sacred keys to a whole kind of existence you hadn't even thought of. And what you doing for me, huh? What you doing for me? DoorDash? Diamond rings? New car? House? Love me. Do what I say. Respect it. I can't teach you that. You just have to know me. Help me make my dreams come true. Because when my dreams come true, I can just spend all that time loving you. Isn't that worth it? Isn't that worth it? Oh, trust me, I know how to please a man. First-hand experience of what good treatment looks like. But I also know a woman nearly inside and out. Heart to heart, mind to mind, body to body. We know each other now. It'll be a whole new kind of a discovery experience to find each other as we are now, in this way. Because I tell you, I need it. Whatever face it comes in. I can imagine and envision so many things, but love has to surprise me. It has to be right there as I turn around, like it never left. Don't you see? It could be today, because it was supposed to be yesterday. In my mind, in my heart, I know this. But I've said that so many times. And then you wonder if now is a beautiful moment. Why not now? Don't love me later. Love me now. Because that now will take care of later. If you say love me later, it's like saying not yet. Why? Love me now. Love me now. I think I've given you so many secrets, so many ways to love me. There's like no excuse. There's no reason to say no to me. So say yes to me.